Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 13th. This week, Scorpio, you always have like something different going on for you. I mean, you do have one similar message but for the most part, it's like every week you're all over the place. But this week, you start off with the Three of Diamonds, which represents fear of money, being afraid that you're not going to have enough. I think you will this week. I think that you will actually end up in a much better position than you thought. But this card represents, the funnier thing about this card is it is a card of having money, but being afraid that you don't have money. So it's like you have plenty of money, you'll have plenty of money to cover all your bills, you'll probably even have extra to go and play around with and do whatever you want with, but you are pulling from past experiences and of not having money, and you're using that fear, and you're thinking about it a lot. That's what this card says. So it just says, don't be afraid that today is a totally different day, and even this next 6 months that we're in is totally different than like the past 8 years that we have been through. It's a totally different energetic feel. It's just so different, and I think you'll be feeling that. And but like I said, these are past fears. They're not actually real, and you will actually have money to spend. The next card you have is the Three of Spades. This is an interesting card. It's a spiritual card. It asks you to take a spiritual approach to things in life. It's kind of a card that represents going with the flow. It's like a go with the flow card. And it's a card that asks you to use your creativity. And that's interesting because I said that to somebody else who also received this card. This is one of the few cards that really does not show up that often. And which is kind of it's a cool card to get because of that. It's very rare. But it asks you to use your creativity to be successful in every way in your life. It's not just about being successful in the money sense, but being successful in everything else. It's also a card that asks you to take a balanced approach. This is the other thing. I think it was Leo who also had this card, but I could be mistaken. But it's a card that asks you to take a balanced approach to your life. It says that you might be working a little bit too hard and you're neglecting some other area of your life. So it's a card that says make sure to focus on your entire life, not just work. The next card you have is the Six of Spades, which represents incremental improvements. This is my incremental improvement card. It's more of a momentum card for me. I feel like Scorpio has actually had this in the past as well, and if that's the case, it's just a recurring theme / message for Scorpio that your life is picking up. It's going to be a little bit slow. I often say that this card is like a train. A train, when it starts off, it's really slow, and it's like it's just trying to get up to speed. But then once it gets up to speed, it's gone. It's flying. There's a lot of momentum behind a train. So that's what this card represents. It represents more momentum coming into your life. I think you'll start to see things picking up and getting better in your life in a lot of ways. It's a good card to have. It is. Next, you have the Nine of Clubs, which is another great card to have. It represents success. It's a card that is a very successful card. And this could be in a lot of things. It could be anything. Love, money, happiness, all sorts of things. But it's something that you earned. It is an achievement card. It does represent something that you've worked for. So it's like you've worked for this. You've earned it. It's not something that just, appears. It's not like a gift from the universe or anything like that. It's like this is something that should be expected, and it's something that you worked for and earned, and it's finally coming into you. And, it couldn't even be a windfall of cash. But again, it's not like a surprise, so it's not like you wouldn't know that this is coming, so it can be, a surprise in the sense of being like if you get paid on commission and you make more in your commissions, but you've been working extra hard, so you would know that you should kind of be getting paid a little bit more. Like I said, it's a card that's been worked for. It's not, it's not like you didn't earn this or anything like that. So great week overall. I don't really have anything more to say about it, so I'm going to cut the video off here, and thank you for watching.